Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the 109th Pennsylvania Farm Show. We are always honored to have you here and to host this state-sponsored show for Pennsylvania. Farm Show is an amazing event. We hear, we got the sight, we get the taste, and we get the smells. I have a shirt, should have a shirt made sometime, Senses, which is good. It's 24 acres of a classroom. It's an amazing place full of people, of things that shows the diversity of agriculture, our strength, and certainly a chance to see the people. This year's theme is Powering Pennsylvania. The theme is a testament to the power of agriculture in every region of Pennsylvania. It's the engine that powers our economy, builds our communities, and drives the quality of life in Pennsylvania agriculture. This theme celebrates the food and the ag products that nourish us in our communities. It is most important to me to recognize the family and the people who make that possible. On our tour, we'll get a chance to see some of the amazing people. They are farmers and chefs. They are researchers and teachers. They're foresters. They're old. They're young. They're urban. They're rural. They are first generation and multi-generation. They're men and women. You'll get a chance to see that. But all of them share, regardless of who they are and where they come from, they share a common denominator. They are all part of Pennsylvania agriculture in helping to power this state. Among the many things that we will see, we will recognize the innovation. It is a central theme to Powering Pennsylvania. We'll see some of the highlights of innovation. We have very deep roots in innovation. You could argue that is why we were here, 109 years on. You'll see it in the legacy programs, and you'll also see it in some of our new innovation grants program as well. But speaking of people who make it all possible, this complex is full of amazing and talented people. There are folks who are volunteers and staff. And some would say we have a job description in this Commonwealth and in this complex called a magician. You'll see them in the magic that they work this week. But all of that is led by a very talented executive director of the Farm Show Complex, Sharon Myers. Sharon, please come forward and share what is new, and welcome folks for the 2025 Farm Show. Thank you.
Good morning. Like the Secretary said, welcome to the 109th Pennsylvania Farm Show. I'm Sharon Myers, the Executive Director, extremely honored and proud to be here. Proud of the team. Many of you are wondering why January 4th. I can assure you this is the earliest Farm Show ever is. It will drop a week next year, and you'll actually maybe get to spend a little time with your family. So we're really excited about that. The Farm Show team is nothing short of amazing, and I'm very, very proud to be here working with them. They worked New Year's Day, New Year's Eve to make this all happen. We have thousands of volunteers, hundreds of committee members, and with their cooperation and collaboration, that's how this is all possible. So just a real quick rundown on what's new this year. You will see a little bit later on our tour, we do have some mini cows that we added a few years back. The mini cows are certainly going to be loved by all. They'll be located in the East Hall. We're also really happy to have a Women in Ag series this year. On Thursday, we'll be hosting Dr. Temple Grandin, very well-known professor, author. There's a great movie out about her, and we're really excited to have her start a new series for us of Women in Ag. We'll be extending that program beyond her lecture on Thursday morning to incorporate some other organizations as well. And then we'll expect more in 2026 on that series as well. Everyone's always excited about food. Some of you will get to taste that food a little bit later. As you're aware, we do have the mint milkshake this year, which was announced a couple weeks back. I can tell you firsthand, it's delicious and you'll love it. The honey ice cream is always a fan favorite of mine. They're great. We also have baby portobellos stuffed with cheddar and bacon. So if you're a mushroom fan, you'll definitely want to check those out. And then the potato growers have added the loaded French fries and loaded potato cakes this year. They added the loaded baked potatoes a number of years ago, so this year they're going to load up your French fries and your potato cakes as well. Also in the food court, we will have Brussels sprouts this year. One of my favorites. They're actually served with a nice feta cheese and some glaze, so a little bit of health and a little bit of deliciousness all in one. Check them out. Our junior committee is a committee that we added a number of years ago. It's just a fantastic group of young adults, late high school, college, and they really, you'll see them doing everything from running our stages this year. We tasked them to run the Lancaster Farming Stage in the Giant Expo Hall, as well as our new sponsor, PSECU, will be on the stage in Family Living this year. The junior committee has over 200 educational events loaded on those two stages, so be sure to come check them out. They've just done a phenomenal job. We have the usual over 275 commercial vendors, so come here. There's something for you to buy. The junior committee is actually going to have an apparel stand this year. You can get an official Farm Show t-shirt. 12,000 competitive events, over 4,000 animals. And backed by popular demand, again, we'll have the goat snuggling, the butterfly experience, fishing, rabbit petting zoo. The Culinary Connection is sure to not disappoint. You can get some tasty samples down there, as well as really learn about some of the really great PA preferred foods that we have here in Pennsylvania. Parking is the same, $15. Rodeo tickets are still available. The show runs Saturday, tomorrow, I apologize, tomorrow food court opens at noon, runs until 9 p.m. Saturday, the official show opens at 8 a.m., runs until 9 p.m. Sunday, 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. We will have the shuttles running from all of our parking lots again. Our neighbors like to offer parking as well. And for more details, farmshow.pa.gov. And any other questions, certainly reach out to our office. We are here long days to answer all questions. Send us emails. We are checking Facebook as well with our press team, and we just really are excited to host the 109th Pennsylvania Farm Show, where the Farm Show team will power the minds of Pennsylvania with all things agriculture. So thank you very much, and I'm now going to turn it over to the moment you've all been waiting for, Diana Dibble.
Thank you, Sharon. Good morning. I'm Diana Dibble, Vice President of Integrated Marketing Communications for American Dairy Association Northeast. On behalf of our organization, the Pennsylvania Dairy Promotion Program, the Department of Agriculture, and the Dairy Farm Families of Pennsylvania, welcome to the official unveiling of the 2025 butter sculpture. This is the 34th butter sculpture that will entertain the crowds here at the Pennsylvania Farm Show. In a moment, you'll hear from our special guest joining me here at the podium. Also in the crowd, I'd like to acknowledge John Chrisman, CEO of American Dairy Association Northeast. From the Land O'Lakes Carlisle plant, Amanda Reif, Justin Potts, Ann Walters-Cool, Carrie Spicer, Chad Fogelsanger, Lori Furman, Joe Parson, Dina Black, and Holly Walter. Thank you, Land O'Lakes, for your donation of butter. The Pennsylvania Dairy Princesses, State Princess Charlotte Wallace and alternates Sadie Inerst and Morgan Larson, representatives from 4-H State Council and Future Farmers of America state officers, and the Center for Dairy Excellence. I'd also like to thank our partners at the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture and the Farm Show team here on site for all of their support. It is now my pleasure to introduce Casey Hershey. Casey is a fourth-generation dairy farmer at Arjoy Farms in Cochranville, Pennsylvania. She and her family are caretakers of 800 dairy cows, 550 acres, and they also have a methane digester on the farm that Casey will share more about. They are excited to be opening an on-farm creamery, Our Joy Creamery, in early 2025. Casey?
Good morning, everyone. The theme of this year's PA Farm Show is Powering Pennsylvania, and I couldn't be more excited to stand here today on behalf of the incredible dairy farmers who make this Commonwealth thrive. Dairy farming isn't just a job, it's a passion, a way of life, and a commitment to something bigger than ourselves. It's about nourishing families, driving innovation, and building a brighter, more sustainable future for our communities. Today, we're here to unveil something truly spectacular, an awe-inspiring butter sculpture crafted by the extraordinarily talented Jim Victor and Marie Pelton. Using locally made butter from dairy farmers just like us. This sculpture isn't just an art, it's a celebration of everything we stand for, and as a third-generation dairy farmer on our 800-cow farm in Chester County, it fills me with pride and joy to share this story with all of you. At Our Joy Farms, we pour our hearts into everything that we do. Our mission is to provide wholesome, nutritious food to our neighbors, but it doesn't just stop there. We're deeply committed to progress and sustainability, and we're always looking for ways to make a difference. One example, we've embraced cutting-edge technology like a methane digester to recycle manure and food waste. This incredible system generates clean electricity that powers our farm and even contributes to the local power grid, and I think that's just pretty cool. But what's even more remarkable is how much our cows give back. They aren't just producers of delicious, nutrient-rich milk. They're nature's superheroes. Every single day, our cows help upcycle food scraps, enrich the soil, reduce carbon footprints, and contribute to renewable energy. It's truly incredible to think about how much these animals help to power Pennsylvania. This year's butter sculpture brings that story to life in the most creative and beautiful way, and before we unveil it, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude. To Jim Victor and Marie Pelton, your artistry and dedication are nothing short of extraordinary. Thank you for turning butter into a masterpiece that captures the spirit of dairy farming so perfectly. To Land O'Lakes, thank you for donating pounds of butter that made this sculpture possible. Your continued support means the world to us. And finally, to my fellow Pennsylvania dairy farmers, you are the heroes to this story. Your hard work, determination, and unwavering commitment to feeding our communities and protecting our planet inspire me every single day. Dairy farmers are proud to play a vital role in Pennsylvania's story, providing nourishment, driving innovation, and leading the way to sustainability. Thank you for giving me this honor of representing you here today. Thank you. Diana, back to you.
Thank you, Casey and Wyatt. More than 1,000 pounds of butter were used for this year's sculpture, and here to talk about their work, which included 14 days inside the butter booth, are the talented sculptors Jim Victor and Marie Pelton of Montgomery County.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. And also I want to thank the people here at the farm show, security office, which was great, doing all kinds of things for us, and also Mac and JR. Their guys are great. They really did a lot for us. And also want to thank Diana, of course, in the American Dairy Association Northeast, and Secretary Redding for their support in bringing this about. The butter sculpture always gets a lot of its attention for its entertainment value, but it also tells an important story about agriculture and pays tribute to the hardworking dairy farmers of Pennsylvania. This art that we have created shines an important spotlight on dairy farmers and the dairy products produced right here in the Commonwealth. This is very meaningful for us as we pride ourselves on bringing a theme to life in the form of a sculpture.
The sculpture was created from 1,000 pounds of butter donated by Land O'Lakes. Thanks to their generosity, we're able to create this beautiful centerpiece that will be viewed by thousands of farm show visitors. And after the farm show, the butter won't go to waste. It will be recycled into renewable energy on a dairy farm. It's an honor for us to be part of this tradition every year, and we couldn't do it without the support of the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, the people right here in the Farm Show Complex, the American Dairy Association Northeast, and the Pennsylvania Dairy Promotion Program. So thank you very much, and we'll turn it back to Diana.
Thank you, Jim and Marie. Now please welcome the 26th Secretary of Agriculture for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Russell Redding.
Hey, Donna, thank you, and again, good morning and welcome to the 109th Pennsylvania Farm Show. I'm always sort of tempted to sort of go off script, particularly after you hear Casey and Wyatt and you see them and you hear the words, and certainly to Marie and Jim, just the level of humility that's here and the passion that's here. So just let me say thank you to them for sure for what they do. certainly to Marilyn and Dwayne Hershey, who are here as well. I can see you, and you can be proud of another generation and another generation being here. What a good feeling, right? We spend a lot of time in this business talking about the future, and to see them here and in this business that's important to the Commonwealth, powering us forward, is also very gratifying. So thank you for what you do. As I look around, certainly our friends from Land O'Lakes, thank you. It's always good to be with you, a critical part of Pennsylvania dairy and Pennsylvania agriculture is our friends at Land O'Lakes Cooperative, key partner. We have our American Dairy Association Northeast, who's here to help promote the products of Pennsylvania that we produce to the consuming public, and certainly to our dairy royalty. I want to say thank you for spending a year of your life promoting agriculture in the dairy industry of Pennsylvania. Deputy Secretary Lisa Graybill with us in the department as a dairy producer in Lancaster County who knows this business very well, keeps us sort of true to our dairy roots in the department. Lisa, thank you for what you do. And then final is to say thank you to the 5,000 dairy producers in Pennsylvania. At the end of the day, we can stand here and talk about butter, and we can talk about all the good things of Pennsylvania dairy, but ultimately that is about somebody in the business who wants to invest in the business and stay in the business and see a future in this business. Each of the 5,000 dairy producers are critical to the fabric of Pennsylvania and certainly to the economy of Pennsylvania as well. As I've noted, our theme is Powering Pennsylvania. We think dairy is undeniably part of that powering of Pennsylvania. It is part of our story, and you heard that from Casey and their farm at Arjoy Farms in Chester County. We, this farm show, will have this butter sculpture go off to be part of the Rhineford Farms in Juniata County, who have a digester as well, just to sort of make these connections that as we tell the story about Pennsylvania agriculture and what we're powering, it is powering our daily existence through food. And we see that in the administration. We're proud of the work that's being done and really appreciate particularly the producers who take the risk, they have the science, they take the innovation, and they produce these amazing products. And we'll see and taste those certainly this week. The key to that is innovation. And in dairy, it's energy generation, as we've heard here from Casey. It's innovation in the workforce from 60,000 folks who are employed in the dairy business of Pennsylvania. We saw it a couple of weeks ago in the Zancroft farm, who are looking at innovation from an apprentice program to bring in a new generation. We see it in dairy products, innovation in animal health and animal care, critical to the success of Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania agriculture. We see it at the University of Pennsylvania and Penn State University looking at nutrition, both human nutrition and farm productivity. We're proud of the work that we do. It is part of the story that we tell of the innovation that's been adopted. But this is a story that we could tell almost any year because we're here to celebrate 109 years of progress of adoption of innovation. But we are really, really proud to have you here to be part of this. Innovation is happening across Pennsylvania, and we as a department and certainly as administration will do everything we can to power Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania agriculture. So thank you for being here. I'm honored to help raise the curtain on the 2025 Pennsylvania Farm Show butter sculpture. Diana, back to you.
It's just about time. Jim and Marie and Casey and Wyatt, Carolyn, everybody up front.
Right here. Does this work?
I'll tell you when you're all. Just one arm. Whenever you're ready.
Top button.
Top button up.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Top button.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
This year's sculpture is From Moo to Marvel, Dairy Cows Power Pennsylvania. Dairy cows step into the spotlight as nature's superheroes, producing wholesome milk while helping to power Pennsylvania communities with renewable energy. The sculpture features a life-size dairy cow alongside a methane digester, a powerful, renewable energy system, set against a Pennsylvania farm backdrop with a vibrant cityscape also nestled in the distance. The sculpture reflects the theme of the 2025 PA Farm Show, Powering Pennsylvania, and celebrates the dairy industry's rich traditions and environmental innovations. Thank you for attending the unveiling of the 2025 Pennsylvania Farm Show butter sculpture.
Nice job on the cow. Nice job. Excellent. Thank you. Good. Here. See it from the front.
All right, we gotta find. Hey, Grim, where do you want to do it? Right here? Okay. Stay right here. I promise I won't bug you guys anymore.